Hi there everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, I have the first of 3 of the last mass producing videos of 2022. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the simplest cards ever in your life, but they are so impactful, and that's because we're going to be foiling them. So I'm going to walk you through the image, how I set it up in Silhouette. You guys know I love to do that. And then foiling, etc., and how I mass produce them. Now, these have been listed in the Etsy shop. I don't know if they're still available or not, but you can find a link to my Etsy shop in the description box down below, along with all the other information that you need from me. So if you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. One day this week, I'm going to share with you 100 cards. So that's something that you can look forward to. If you're interested in more content from me, I've literally been posting a holiday video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday since the Wednesday after Labor Day. So there is a plethora of holiday cards, not only from this year, but from the previous 6, maybe 7 years. I can't remember if this is my 7th, 8th, or 9th year of doing a holiday card series. So I've got you, boo. I got you, boo. Anywho, so yeah, before we head over to the craft table, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your post notifications. Follow me on Instagram and at TheJollyFatElf. So let's head over to the craft table, and I'm going to walk you through, I'm not even kidding you, how simple these cards really are. So let's head over there. Okay friends, you've seen me do this before. You can download the Silhouette software for free and play with it without having to use a machine. So I like to do that, and then I will draw the rectangle the size of the card that I want. So I drew a rectangle that measured 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then I brought in my image, changed the line color, and then sized it to fit in the center. And then I moved them around. That way they were the other way, and I could fit 4 to a sheet of paper. You don't have to use the Silhouette software, but it is fairly simple. There are thousands upon thousands of tutorials on YouTube. I don't know if Cricut Design Space works the same way, but this does. And so I'm just going to end up printing these as you would just anything. Excuse me, and again, you don't have to have a machine to do it like this. So this is what we ended up with, and I am just saving that. Like I said, I was thinking that I would do it on not designer series paper, digital paper, and I'm so glad that I wised up before we started that. Let me tell you that. Okay, here is a look at the card front, and I printed these on Nina Solar White 100 or 110 pound. 8, 12, 16, 20. So I'll probably do 2 sets of 10, and maybe we'll do one in red and one in a fun color. So I have red, which is very traditional. And I'll have to see what else I have as far as foil colors, enough foil colors. So how this works is you can buy also, like, even I believe, well, you know what, don't let me lie to you. I haven't played with the new glimmer foil that you use with a hot plate, but since I printed out with toner, I can use, oh, that's perfect. Cool, that'll be perfect. That'll be so much easier than trying to, this will be so much easier than trying to wrestle it on individual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape this down. And it doesn't matter if this is straight, because, I mean, the main thing that matters is that it covers the image. This foil is pocketed. I don't know that that will work. maybe we'll do this one for the 5th one. So anyway, I am going to run these through my laminator machine. I will take a little bit of footage of that, but I don't have a way to put my laminator on this desk. Number 1, there's no room. Number 2, there are no plugs. So I will share with you a little bit of what they look like when they go through, and then I will share with you the finished project. So give me a few minutes. Well, for me, it's going to be about an hour. For you, it'll be about 2 seconds, and we will finish these puppies up. Okay, so I actually went with different colors, and I completely forgot to film it. But as you can see, I just taped down. I made sure to run the tape on the back of my hand so I didn't rip my cardstock. And I'm ready to reveal it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Can we not make this anticlimactic? By the time you're watching this, these have already gone up in the Etsy shop, so I don't know if they're still available. But if this is something that you're interested in, let me know. And they don't even have to be Christmas. They can be birthday, they can be anniversary, they can be a lot of different things. Okay, so there you can kind of see it. So, and then we have this left over, which we are absolutely going to do something with. So I'm going to try to make sure that I don't ruin them. Come off. It did rip the back, but I'm not concerned about the back because I am going to be die cutting these. All right. Aren't these so cute? And they're really kind of simple. If you have a laser printer, I mean, how simple was this? You can see the shine. So pretty. So there's a green one, and like I said, I'm going to see if I can make something with these. Now, not all of them can, like this one, see how it's all wrinkly, but this one is pretty good. We'll see. Oops, I ripped that one. Good job, Misty. This is actually a really good one. That's actually really good. I think we'll put those over designer series paper. I think I probably will edit it out, but I was thinking that I would have this on like a digital paper background, but then I remembered that the foil would adhere to everything because it is a laser printer. I don't have an inkjet printer. Number 1, I don't have room for it, and number 2, I just don't have one. So I wouldn't be able to do that. So unless I printed on pattern paper and foiled, which I have done before. I actually did that for planner dividers eons ago. So those are the green, and then these are the pink. Oh, I love this one so much. And I love this one so much because it's like pink holographic. So you can actually save this foil and use it again. So I'll probably cut these out and then hang on to the scraps. Oh, I love these so much. I love these so much. Now, I'm kind of mad at myself for not thinking of printing on 12 by 12 paper, but I don't have any, so I need to get some. Note to self, Misty, get some paper. Get some paper. Oh, it's just so freaking satisfying. This is just like when you're masking, you know what? You know when you're doing like a 1-layer card, or maybe you're watercoloring and you're masking. This is just as satisfying. And then this is what they look like on the same paper. Okay, so I brought in my paper trimmer and I brought in some black paper. I don't know what in tarnation happened, but somehow I ended up cutting both sets of paper incorrectly. As far as the main ones, I was like, how is this even possible? They're all the exact same. And I still ended up cutting them wrong. So I ended up with, instead of 20, I was going to do 4 sets of 5, ended up with 3 sets of 5. And then I'm going to keep the 4 that are a little screwy. So don't pull a Misty. Make sure that you cut them, or, just you're paying better attention. I don't know what was going on with my brain, but clearly I was not paying attention like I should have. So anywho, so I ended up with 15 cards rather than 20. But these are in the Etsy shop. When I filmed the intro, I thought they would be done and listed before now. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if it's the change in the weather. Here in Dallas, it literally rained like 6 days in a row. It felt like we haven't, I'm doing this voiceover the night before this goes up. So I'm doing this on Sunday. Today was the first day the sun came out. Literally the first day the sun came out. And I don't know what was the matter, but number one, I could not get my temperature regulated. I was frozen. I was either so cold, I hurt, or I was like sweaty hot. There was no in between. And it also, I was also sleeping a lot because I was so cold. So I don't know what that was, but there you go. So I'm going to bring in this scalloped rectangle, and this is a die from Stamp Anything. I believe the sale is still going on. So if you haven't gone over there, Anne has listed hundreds of items for $1, and I'm not lying, $1. So be sure to check that out. That ends today, Cyber Monday, I believe. Let me look at the picture. No, it ended yesterday. I apologize. I'm sorry. So anyway, it ended, but hopefully you got something. And if you're not subscribed to that channel, don't forget, because I do post over there about 6 times a month. So I'm over there a lot. So this is from the card mat builder die set, I believe, and this is a stitched rectangle, and you can see here, or stitched scallop rectangle, Misty Brain, and you can see that I kind of cut it over too far. Again, I don't know how that happened, but it did. The other thing that happened was I cut the black paper incorrectly too. So these are pre-made card bases that I picked up off Amazon. You guys know that. They measure an A2 size card, and somehow, some way, I cut the black paper wrong, and I ended up having to trim down some of the card bases because the paper here, like this one. Misty, what are you doing? How did that even happen? And none of them were long. That's what I don't understand. Maybe I need to check the size of the paper. Maybe I bought the wrong size paper. I don't know. Anyway, I cut it down so I could have it on the card front. Because initially I was going to do black card bases, and I was like, Misty, that doesn't make any sense because you're going to have to put a white piece of paper in it anyway. So I went ahead and glued the black paper down directly to the card bases, and then I went ahead and put some of this Scotch mounting foam on the back. So those are popped up, and I feel like they gave it just enough dimension to make it fun. So like I said, I did 20. I'm keeping some of them, 4 of them, and I think one ended up in la trash can. But I love this image. I believe this is like a sublimation image for like t-shirts. So if you're someone who works with vinyl or sublimation or whatever, this would be a fun image to just put on a t-shirt. And I just searched Etsy and this popped up. And I really, really love it. And again, I went with pink and green, but you could 100% do something more traditional. You guys know me. That's just not who I am. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. And I think I mentioned in the intro that I'm going to be sharing 100 cards on Wednesday. Those are also in the Etsy shop, and just maybe the Etsy shop is on sale till the 30th. So if you're interested in some Christmas cards, you should probably get them right now because this is the last sale of the year. So yeah, I'm also considering doing a D-stash after the holidays. You guys will have to let me know if you're interested in that. I kind of want to go through and de-stash, that way I can stock back up. There's tons of, I feel like I did a very good job not going overboard for Black Friday. The only thing I bought on Black Friday was the ornament dies that went with the Pink Fresh Studio ornament stamp set and stencil that I got. But everybody had been out of the die for forever, but finally a cherry on top had the die. And I picked up 2 of the new Doodlebug 6x6 pads, and that's it. I spent like $35, and that's all I did, which, thank you, Misty. You did a good job. I did a good job. So there were a ton of sales, like MFT was trying to tempt me. They had 40% off, but honestly, there's really nothing that I need. Like there's no stamp set. Like the stamp sets I wanted, they're not on sale because they're new. I am interested in their new card kit. I don't know if you saw it, but they're doing the little gift card cash holders. I think they're like lip gloss tubes, maybe. I don't know, but I was like, oh, I really want to do that. But I don't know how I would sell those to you guys and you guys be able to put them together and put cash in. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's what goes through my brain sometimes. But anywho, thank you so much for joining me today. Friends, I really do appreciate you. Like I said, these are listed in the Etsy shop along with hundreds of, like literal hundreds of more. If you're interested. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Check out stampanything.com and their YouTube channel. I'm also over on Scrapbook Pal. So I'm a little bit of everywhere. Anyway, I love your faces. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I'll see you Wednesday for another video. Bye for now.